have a plan, career and school wise, but that plan is to feed independence and family building. That's it. That's it. Without either, those are my guiding star. Those are my north stars. Those are my guiding lights, if you will. Soap opera.
Yeah,
That's been what I've learned this year.
yeah. I mean, all what you said is true. Um, and it's funny because as in that millennial pool, as we say things like this, it makes it hard for someone like myself to look at my children and say, well, you got to go to college.
Right.
Well, you got to do. Well, you should.
Hello, beautiful people and fellow whiners, and welcome to another episode, the last official episode of 2025 of a little. That was just a lot. Let's start again. Hello, beautiful people and fellow whiners, and welcome to another episode of a little something, the number two. Wine about with your host. This is Siobhan Camille,
Anti Michelle.
where sips get real and we wine while we wine about life, relationships, culture, and so much more. Y'all know. If y'all been here, you know. If you new, it's an interesting time to be new. Welcome. We about to go on break. Um,
Cheers.
so this is
Happy holidays.
Happy Holidays. This is the third Wednesday. Normally it's one with the guys, but again, y'all, this is it. We are gonna bid you adieu for 2025. We have the wine out coming next Saturday, this Saturday, which will be our official sign out. But this is the last one of these, right? So we're just gonna reflect on 2025 real quick. That's it.
I don't know how this
That's
is
it.
gonna go. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
You said what?
I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Man, but we're gonna reflect on it because we won't be with y'all for Thanksgiving and the holidays and stuff.
No,
So
no, no,
we
we
just
won't. We got too
nope.
much stuff happening. For those who don't know, hey, everybody. December, we take 2 breaks a year.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. The July, August months,
Yeah.
November esque December month, December, January months.
Yeah.
Reasons being because we real people, we have real lives, and we don't get paid for this shit, so we can do what we want. Um, Birthday for our first lovely host is during the summer. Birthday for your second lovely host and two of her children are in December and one in January. Say what?
Well,
Say.
you also forgot your husband is in the summer. It's August.
Oh yeah, and the husband is in August, and
Yeah.
yeah, then the regular holidays in those months, especially December and January. Y'all, there was
And then
no
kids are out of school in
yeah,
July and August. Like
and
it's just
July, August, there. So y'all got the sorry, not for real. Sorry, not sorry. Like we real people, so we adjust our podcast schedule accordingly. So if you're wondering why we go on break, that's why. Um, we managed through the rest of the year to take
so we
breaks.
have a spring season and a fall season. And in the winter and the summer, we not
We
we're not
hibernate and vacation.
there it is.
We're
Yeah.
bears. Oh God. Okay. But so that explains that if you were wondering. But back to our normal schedule, I guess, of the show. Um, this is where we do our popping grapes experience. So we introduce the wines that we will be drinking for this episode. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I sound like a man. right now because my sinuses are kicking my behind. Um, so I will not be partaking of the popping grapes experience today. So I'm gonna save it for the wine out. So I will pop this grape at the wine out. So make sure you come back and watch us um for the wine out, so you can see we drink this stuff. So I am trading my grape for a leaf.
Okay.
I have tea. It is very hot. My husband made sure it was very hot, and it is in my wonderful cup that my middle son gave me. It says "Best Mom Ever," and it's pink. On Wednesdays we wear pink. Um, so that's what I'll be doing. And I have my get out spoon. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm doing today. What are you popping your grape?
I am popping. This is a red blend because that's where we are. By High Table out of France, Côte d'Or, France, for those who want to be particular. It is 14.5
Oh,
ABV.
you about to be lit.
First of all, I like how they put this in like off white on gray. So
Oh,
yeah,
you
they
can't see nothing.
they like really hit this down.
They they say we're supposed to put it on here legally, but you don't really
Yeah,
need to
I
see.
feel like they forgot and grabbed a stamp. That's what it looked like. Is that y'all was like, oh shit, stamp. That's what somebody forgot their job. When they designed this label, they left it off. Cause usually. Anyway, yeah, it says some stuff about blackberry, black currant, red cherry, bramble, and plum. So we gonna see, y'all. You know, the red wine is not my favorite, but Red November. So here we are.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't tell you the wine that I actually have. Oops. It's called Layer Cake. It's a Shiraz, and its ABV is 14.1. Shit.
You point four better than my. You not about to judge me with your point four. You only point four off.
Right. I didn't know that. Ooh, maybe I need to drink this because what?
The alcohol in it alone might kill them.
I kill everything. It's like clear it up and get it out. Oh, and I'm be honest, I got this because so I I was like I'm going to get a new. I'm going to go to a different store
Mm,
versus the ones that are in the neighborhood. So I went to the one. I work in DC for those who don't know. So I went to the one that was literally across the street from my job. It's literally a wine store. I don't know why I haven't been there before for this, which is crazy because it's so convenient. But I went in there and I was like, oh, they got a lot of stuff that I ain't seen before. So okay, fine. So this is South Australian.
yeah, that's who makes Shiraz is Australia.
It's called Layer Cake, and I thought it was just very. The design was clean, and I thought, oh, cake. Not that I think the Shiraz is gonna be sweet, but I'm not gonna say I didn't think it either.
I think the name of your brand speaks to things. Listen, High Table sounded bougie. Is the reason it was in budget, and then it was like
That
High
part,
Table.
it was under
I said, "Oh, okay."
$15 as well. So
Yeah, this was under 15. So yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, y'all, we be reasonable out here. I think we've had maybe one or two like
Expensive.
expensive wines, and I think both of them may have been red.
One of them was black owned. The other was woman owned, and the one I know was not the was the Ratafia, which was not. I didn't care for that because that was a dessert wine, but that was expensive. and the other one was black owned. I don't remember who it was though, but it was. I think mine wasn't white. It was white.
Okay.
Actually, it could have been a red.
I know the one that I know for sure that I got that I was like, ooh, girl, who are you? Um, I know it was red. I just don't remember what it was.
Mm.
So yeah, there's that. But needless to say, we be on a budget, y'all. We be trying to be reasonable. So if you do watch it and we are giving the suggestions, it's not something that's gonna be like break your pockets. And also a good wine does not have to be expensive, clearly. If you watched us for these amount of years, you know that.
Most of our wines come in between 10 to 15, maybe 15 to 20 on a Falupier.
On a good week when we like, ooh,
Right. It's
my bubble.
unlikely that most of our wines are not above 20.
No, no. In fact, if even if it's like 19.99, I'm like,
Right.
do I really want to spend $20? Okay, well if I spend $20 on this one, the next one will not be
Will
over
not
worth it.
be. It will
Not be.
be.
Will
Mm.
not be. So we balance. That's what we'll say. Balance.
All right. So, what's your biggest accomplishment from 2025? Let's start with the pros. Oh, well, not unalivening people is a thing. Good a thing, a thing.
I'm I'm be honest, I didn't kill anybody. Like the beginning half of the year, we were in the old ghetto, and I was two through done over it. Like I'm I'm gonna hurt some, like it was legit gonna hurt somebody, and it was probably gonna be somebody in the rental office. Um, my family was okay. They was doing family stuff, so your family can always give you one. You be like, man, who? Um, there was a period of time where I did have some peace in the beginning throughout, but it was some other times when I was like that close. I don't even know if they knew it, but that close. Uh, and then the middle of the year, I just was like, nope, I can't do this anymore. Something has to change.
Mm.
And the first change was going to be my address. That was the first and immediate. It had to. So once that change happened, well, you all watched the Rhino. You saw what September and October. Or you heard what September, August, September, the end of August. You heard what the fall was. Okay. Okay. And now we're here. And yeah, so yeah, I really feel like that was my biggest accomplishment. I did not necessarily like kill somebody for real. I mean, but I could have, but not for real. But like, I ain't really like hurt nobody. Like, not even with my words, the way that I could. Like, the Sagittarius held her tongue a lot, and if you know a Sagittarius, you know that is a thing. If you know a true Sagittarius, you know that is a thing. So that's what I'm proud of myself. I did my best not to curse anybody with my tongue.
Okay.
Cheers. And you, madam?
I didn't end up in a nut house.
Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It was crazy.
I didn't. You didn't go to jail, okay? I didn't go to the loony bin because I. You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you what. This year has been super interesting for me. So for those who don't know, um, January, literally the first. last weekend of January, first last Sunday, because last Sundays are when baptisms happen at my church. I got baptized. I decided to get baptized. Decided to give it on over Christ. Got baptized. Great. And then I said, I'm not gonna stress. I said, you know what, Lord, I'm not gonna stress. I trust that God got it. I'm ready. I'm ready to get dipped. I'm ready to be new in God. February, got laid off because of Doge. Yep. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to stress. I said, I'm not gonna stress. I'm not gonna do it. I didn't stress. I took a trip overseas in April. So March I was in panic mode. Got to get a job. Oh my God, I got to get a job. What am I do? That didn't happen. April, I spent 2 weeks overseas, and I had a great grand old opera every time. And I came back, and literally, when I came back, I applied for a job on May 1st. I had the job offer letter May 10th, by the 10th of the ninth. Um, it was for a position, honestly, y'all, I didn't really want. I pushed off my start date as far as I could, so I didn't even start until like June. But I did it. Did that for 3 months. That was summer. Then I got this new job, which I'm so much more happy with and about, that I started 2 weeks ago. In that time, I also, the young man that I saw in April is now present. And we are now together. And I also wound up, for those who don't know, so I didn't know if I was going to get a job. My lease was up in June. So I was planning to move back to New York. And then I got the job that I didn't really want, but I had and I needed. And so I wound up living with my cousin for a month. That was an interesting. It wasn't bad, but it was like a last minute thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's married with a child, like a 1 year old. So like throwing me in the mix was, I tried to be not completely around. Um, and then I got my place in August, which just this year. I'm proud I didn't end up in a loony bin because I said what I did what I said I was gonna do, and I feel like I went through the trials of Job, right? Because because every other day
It was
basically
something. Mm-hmm.
was something, and I was just like, all right, God, whatever you want to be, I'm gonna be. And it's funny because the job I had that I didn't want, um, June was fine, July was fine, August we were on hold. The contract we were on was on hold essentially for like 15 days because a memo did not get signed. So we didn't get paid for 2 weeks. We got paid for one, and then we didn't get paid for the other week and like a half or something. And I took that as, okay, Lord, you told me, I asked you that this was my Exodus, but not my Zion. You basically told me, I didn't tell you stop looking for a job, because I did stop. Once I got that, I was like, I'm about to start my master's. I started a master's program. A lot has happened this year, y'all. And I guess I'm just proud that the Lord has helped guide me through it, because I really did. I stopped looking. I was looking for my apartment. I was like, well, I have a job. I'm not gonna worry about that. And so then I got this place, and then right after was like the week after I moved, literally, it was like, oh yeah, we don't have this sign, so um yeah, we'll don't come in on Monday if this isn't signed by Friday. They told us this on Wednesday. And I was like, I done been here. So I just feel, I guess I'm proud of myself. My biggest accomplishment is not losing my mind and is really trusting in the Lord, because He has delivered me unto deliverance.
I understand. Trust me, I understand. I understand. It's 2025 in itself has been ghetto and rude and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'll say, like this past year, and when I say this past year, I'm not just speaking to January. I mean like from like this time to this time this year to this time last year, I experienced probably the most death closest to me than I have experienced in a long time. I had an uncle. passed away. My uncle by marriage passed away. My aunt passed away. My nephew by marriage passed away. Another uncle by marriage passed away. Then I had my uncle, another uncle passed away. And then my son's mother passed away. So much. Um, just walking through the valley
Mm.
and experiencing it, and also trying to be the supportive person to others who experiencing it is different. Watching other people close to me handle those experiences is different. And I think for me, like some things came up, like anniversaries and stuff came up, and I was like, oh shit. Like, not that I forgot, but it wasn't on the forefront of my mind. So when certain things would happen or certain things would be said in like group chats and stuff, I'd be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt a little bad because it was like, oh shit, how did I forget this? Like, what? Um, and it just kept bringing in my head, and I had to kind of give myself grace and like really like let it go on this, where it was like, how quickly do we forget?
Mm.
And I was just like, oh my god. Then I started feeling bad because like, if I pass away, people gonna forget about me the way I just forgot. Girl, I went on a whole guilt trip,
Mm.
and I had to bring it back to the realization of life does go on.
Yeah.
It's not forgotten. It's just you keep going. And for some people, if it isn't an immediate effect, it doesn't have a huge effect on you. It's not that they forget, it's life is happening still. And sometimes someone else is passing. You kind of find peace in them not having to go through the struggle because you're still living, so you're still going through the struggle.
Right. Yeah.
And I had to learn I had to process and learn that, like, Michelle, that's because you've made peace with her. Now, my son's mom is still a little recent, so that one's still a little for me. But and not
That
just
also
me,
has like the biggest impact out of everybody
right?
because
Out of everybody, because that's my baby. Like, that was her baby, but that's my baby. He is the baby.
right.
So, there's a different level of heaviness with that. And also responsibility. Not from a standpoint of, oh, now I'm going to be the no, because like I tell anybody, I am never here to replace any of my stepchildren's mom. I'm just a mom, an additional. That's it. I'm not trying to replace anybody, and I say that because I can't. Just like I know can't nobody replace my mama, I
Right.
know I can't your mama. I feel the same way. Cause who are you? Cause Patricia, so I get it. But also with that understanding, being able to support is really important to me. Um, but trying to balance the support and what that person may perceive as support. What does that look like to them versus, because again, kids are little people and they process things differently too, and that's to each individual one. Um, but again, just figuring that out
Right.
has been something in the midst of everything, but it also helps you put a lot of things into perspective. Tomorrow's not promised. If I'm my big age of 40, by the grace of God, thank you, Jesus, I still have both of my parents who are above 65 years old. So just counting blessings, but also the realization of being ready, preparedness. What does that look like? Tomorrow isn't promised. All of that stuff starts to cross your mind. So just reflecting throughout the year has been a big thing for me. I'd say, and and being prepared and being ready. And like I said, check on last at the wine out, check on your family members, check on your friends, check on your people, check on those siblings. I truly meant that because it's something that I have been kind of wrestling with at least two of my siblings. As to, if nothing else, knowing where are you?
Mm.
Where are you? And are you okay? You ain't even got to talk to me. Just send a smoke signal or something just to let me know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to deliver a message. I'm okay. Oh, I'm alive, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's been a big thing for me this year. And also I've been praying, God, please, no more right now. Like, I need a break. I need a good 6 to 9 months to a year break from this part. Let me out this valley. I don't need that valley. I will look to the hill. Look with my eyes to the hills
Oh my God.
that I'm gonna climb. That's that. Cause this alley sucks.
It's the climb. That's what Miley Cyrus
Pretty.
said. It's the climb. Okay. Mm. I don't think I've had anything that heavy, but I will agree on preparedness and perspective change. For me this year, outside of me being like, you know what, I'm gonna give it to God and go with that. My perspective changed in February. And has continued to change the rest of this year because, and I'm gonna say this to my fellow millennials. This is to my fellow millennials.
I don't like us. I'm gonna say
We
this.
were lied to. Like we were fed false hopes and false dreams and false narratives growing up, right? Like
Go to college.
work work hard, go to college, work hard. All you got to do is hard. You didn't make it cuz you're not working hard enough. Working hard enough doesn't matter when
You
things
you
like
have a child while you're in school. You have to drop out. You can't finish.
that ain't even that. Working hard and everything else doesn't matter if when things like Doge happen. They don't matter. It doesn't matter how much you worked hard for if your entire department gets closed, if your entire agency goes down, if the entire business folds through no fault of your own. It's not that you didn't go to work and do what you were supposed to do, or that you may have been the top salesperson in your region every year, year over year. You was crushing it. But guess what? Now the company's gone. Now the company's gone because people can't afford to buy your stuff anymore because you worked for a company that sold international goods and now can't nobody afford those tariffs. This isn't even me being political. This is me being economically sound. Like this is, and when I say that, it's because we are the group that was told, you know, all the stuff you would see on the 90s stuff. Work hard. Don't let your brain be this egg on drugs. Smokey the Bear, everybody, right? Like, dare to be different. We were all told that. And if you followed that, because I followed that, right? Like, I didn't go smoke crack. I didn't do heroin. I didn't do any of those drugs. I didn't set forest fires.
I
Thank you,
didn't
Smokey.
do any of that either.
Right? But it's my point. A lot of us who did nothing, we were the good girls and the good boys, and we still getting fucked over. We still getting screwed. It's still we are still getting screwed. My perspective changed because I realized that the American dream nightmare, that's not real, and that's why it's a dream, right? Because dreams are not real. Is that because you can truly do everything you were quote unquote supposed to do and the rug get pulled out from under you. You can truly, that's why I say joke your joke. I'm going through a job season. I did what I was supposed to do. I went to work on time. I showed up. I went above and beyond. I did all of the things. And through no fault of my own, I found myself without a job. Then I went and even took something I didn't want to. So, because again, people, yo, you're an adult, just take, I took it. And that's the other part because stuff on depending who's professional guru you listening to. Don't just take any job. Take the specific job. Wait for this job. Don't apply, mass apply to 100 jobs. Just target focus on these 80 jobs. And that sounds good until you about to get evicted. That sounds good until your car is about to get repoed, right? We are adults with bills.
Sure, that sounds good until your car decide it don't want to start unless you jump it, and then you take to the dealership and they tell you it's gonna cost $12,000 to fix.
That sounds good until you're hungry. Like on basic shit, right? So like all of this stuff, because I kept seeing all of that on like LinkedIn and everything, and I'm like, oh, y'all must have jobs. Because for those who don't and haven't been employed for like 9+ months, 12 months, 16 months, a year plus, it's not so simple as don't just throw applications. No, throw applications because yes, it is a time of desperation because you're 2 steps from being homeless. It don't take much to be homeless in this country. It doesn't. It really doesn't. So
And God forbid you are homeless, because look at what the hell they doing to them.
right. You going to jail for misfortune that had potentially nothing to do with you. And so it's just I say that my perspective changed because I I want what I want. And it was a conversation that I actually had with one of my colleagues who on a professional level is like a mentor. I think we have certain conversations and she's like, I didn't think about that. And I'm like, am I giving you advice? Are you supposed to be giving me advice? Like
What is that
what are we
word?
doing? But about life because I realized after that and I took the break and a lot of the millennial clan of my company that got laid off took a break like March and April, some even through May, took a break. I know one guy who went hiking through the Appalachian for 3 months. Like because I think it was a matter of like, yo, I need to take time to figure out what I want to do. And for me, that's what it was. It was like, yo, I've spent up to this point working, working, working. And I'm not even like a career focused driven woman. It was, I got bills. I need to survive, right? Like I have bills. It is me as a single woman. This is what it is. And I was like, what do I care about right now at 38 or 37? I was 37 at the time. What do I care about? What are my priorities? What type of lifestyle do I want? I started asking myself questions that I hadn't and people haven't in a long time, right? Like people ask you that when you're a kid. What do you want to do in 10 years? What do you want to do? And people kind of stop asking you that after a while. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just kind of because I think everybody, once you hit your 20s, your 30s, it's just survival mode. It's live mode. It's not plan for the future. It's not think about the future other than like put money
Look,
aside for
I,
retirement, right? But what the job you may have started at 22 is not necessarily where you want to be at 35 because you may have maxed out in that arena and you're like, yo, I really don't want to do admin anymore. You know what? I really don't like law anymore. Like I know I did school and went to law school, got a degree, and that's great, passed the bar, but I'm burnt out from all of that. Like, and people don't give you the space to have that. So I took that time. So my perspective changed because I realized job security is a lie.
oh yeah, I think a lot of people.
Financial security is some type of a fallacy, right? Like these things that we are told to go hunt and get for are so rare and very difficult to achieve and they're fickle and fragile. And so the things figure out to you the things that matter and to me the things that
Mm-hmm.
matter are not that. Like I am in a master's program with a plan, which I didn't have a plan when I got my bachelor's. Let me just be real. um I have a plan career and school wise, but that plan is to feed independence and family building. That's it. That's it. Without either, those are my guiding stars. Those are my north stars. Those are my guiding lights, if you will. Soap opera.
Yeah,
That's been what I've learned this year.
yeah. I think. I mean, all what you said is true. Um, and it's funny because as in that millennial pool, as we say things like this, it makes it hard for someone like myself to look at my children and say, "Well, you got to go to college."
Right.
What you gotta do? Well, you should. So now I have truly, and it started with Malachi. Um, we let them know if you choose to go to college, no, we ain't got no money.
Right.
So
That's number one.
scholarships, grants, and stuff is going to be academic scholarship as well as other scholarships are going to be a way to go if that's the route you want to go. We stopped saying you have to go to college. I was like, no, I'm not going to say that. One, I didn't finish. So I was not going to project my insecurity of, like I said, as a millennial, I was told, if you have a baby while you're in school, you got to stop everything you're doing. You're not going to be able to go back to school because this child is going to be a number one priority, and this is that and the other. And for me, I remembered that. So when I got pregnant, it was no, I can't go back to school. Now, granted, do I know that I could have now? Absolutely. Do I know that I probably should have? Absolutely. But that wasn't what was pushed. That
Right.
wasn't that. It was no support, support, support. Um,
I just want to
but
real quick. I just want to real quick because I feel that. I feel that. And I feel that because fear mongering, I feel that because that was stated kind of as a way to keep girls, let's call it what
from
it is,
being
to
promiscuous
keep girls from having babies, right? Was to tell them, oh, you'll never finish college. You'll never finish college. So don't have a baby because you'll never finish college. But then on the other side, to the girls who did have kids, right?
and finish college,
There were those that finished, but those who did what you did and who dropped out, how did you help them? Because while you're like, yo, your whole life is gonna be this baby, your whole life will be your child. Your life will be your child for a while. But at the same point, college is only 4 years. Your kid has 18 of what, and the first four they're not even really gonna remember. Like you really out. And I'm saying this for any young lady who is in college, pregnant, and is thinking about dropping out.
don't do, don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
Take a break. Take a leave of absence. Go talk to a counselor. Go talk to somebody who can help you, guide you through that period. Try to find you. There are, contrary to what people believe. I'm not saying it's a whole bunch because I don't know what it's like now, honestly, because I'm not in that situation. But I do know that there are programs. There are ways I mean, and I say this, if you've seen this podcast, my husband was in college when his baby mama had his first child. He is only a few credits short from finishing, but that's a whole different story. The kid ain't had nothing to do with that. But in reference to the baby, she was a campus baby. Professors kept the baby, coaches kept the baby because he was on a scholarship for sports. Like, so there's still ways to do it.
You don't
And
have to be full
you don't
time.
have to.
You don't
But
have to be full
that's
time.
what I was told. So I didn't think that. But and I'm not. I went through some things and figured it out and got to where I am today by the grace of God and a wonderful support system. Um, but yes, please don't let that. Don't please don't do that because one, especially now, there are too many people who have done it with not just one baby, with several. Okay.
People graduate through master's and doctorate programs later in life with
Yes.
kids, husbands, and everything else. So
Yes.
this is why we really need to stop pushing that narrative on younger people of like you can't get a degree with a child when
No.
it's literally
That's
people in their 30s and 40s getting masters and doctorates with whole families.
that's So there's that. So we stopped. I stopped telling my kids that, but I said you got to get something
Yeah,
outside of a high school diploma. That's your minimum. You got to get something. I don't care if it's certifications. I don't care if it's licenses. I don't care what it is. You have to get something under your belt so that you can have to show that you have experience, to show that you have some type of formal training in some type of way. Because even with me, I said even when I wanted to be a dancer, I had training.
right.
There were things that we did for that. So regardless of what it is, you have to have some type of training, some type of continued education in that field. Now this is the thing, and I told them, don't, and especially Malachi, don't let your goal of this one field be your only thing. Allow and plan for life to take you up, down, around, switchways, and everything else. One, because it will.
It will.
It will. So just go ahead and plan for it. Shoot, especially if you're young and if you got a support system, baby, try it all. Try security. Try a bank teller. Try forklift driver. Try a landscaper. Try it all. I don't care. And one, you as long as you bring in some funds, so you're able to support yourself. Two, you're gaining that experience and that professionalism, and then you can figure out where you want to land. Because I promise you, if you ask most people, whatever it is their initial goal was, they are over here. I had a sister who has a bachelor's and a master's in science. She's in property management.
Mm.
Exactly. So try it all. Don't try working at a daycare. Try working at a retail store. At least so you know this ain't for me.
And most of the job skills you will learn are all transferable. It's
All of
still customer service. Like at the end of the day, you still gonna have to, and even if your customer service is internal versus external facing, because God knows I'm beyond external. Don't ask me to talk to nobody's customers, clients. I can't sell you nothing. I'm not.
I'm both. I ain't selling nothing, but I am both internal and external
Yeah,
facing.
I'm internal at this point, and it's a wonderful feeling. I'm external as far as in my old job with the client, right? Like the client,
Right,
but it was
right.
a consistent. It wasn't a customer
No, no, no,
situation.
no,
Like
no, no. It was that's same, same.
right when I
When I
say
have
I'm the
meetings, those
masses,
are external. But if we
right?
ain't got no,
When I say
I'm just inside.
external, when
I'm
I
just
say
in
external, I'm talking like the
retail.
public, the public. I'm talking about the general
That's
basic public. I can't do
retail.
that. Yeah, I
Shit,
can't do that.
construction. No. I
No,
told him I was like, go be a construction worker. I don't care. Try it all. But that's what we try to tell all of them. You have to have some type of an idea of how you're going to survive, how you're going to live, how you're going to eat, how you're going to go to the doctor. Those are the things that bare bone minimum we want. Now, how you do it, as long as you ain't doing no shit that's illegal,
right.
we
But
good.
that's it. But that's the thing. Like I feel like so. I'll say this. I feel like to me, life is going to take you here, there, and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to support yourself and take care of yourself and get skills that you can. The other part of life is where you start is not where you're going to end up, more than likely. Even if you don't do like two bachelors in sciences and into like property management, y'all, I have gone from performing arts degree to actually do using it sort of to customer service jobs while I was working in theaters, while I was working with kids, because I was juggling. Again, millennial, when I got out of school, we were in a recession. So, yeah, because for who's don't know, we've been in recession, COVID, recession, inflation, right? Like it has not, adulthood has not been fun for we, the millennial group. It has not. We've been through one tragedy after another. It's why I laugh when people the dude Jordan, I don't know his name, but y'all know the one who always looking up recipes. I just remember when he had a real he had something out, and it was like they found aliens and whatever. hmm So y'all want the recipe for these biscuits? Y'all want? I can get you the
Right.
butter recipe,
Because at
right?
this
Like
point,
yo, at this point, we don't
so what? We don't care.
we don't care. Yo, a
Are they
hurricane
gonna
about
help?
to
They
wipe
they
out
gonna help us
half
pay
of.
these bills? They paying taxes, or are they taking us away from here? If that's not what we talking about, baby, if it's not in front of me affecting my day to day, I don't care. I don't care.
Yo, I've seen so many things by millennials that are like, yo, it's a hurricane come. Is it gonna take my bills? I don't care. Tornado, don't care. Earthquake, don't care. Like we are literally. I think we are a generation of I don't care. I don't care.
Cause
Like
what
there's
can we
really
do?
nothing that you could do to shake us right
What
now.
can I literally do about the earth shaking?
Yo, we don't care. I hate to say it, and then when people are like, why don't millennials do it? We have no reason
For what?
for what. Anyway, that's there. But I was saying that because I've gone from performing arts into instructional design, and it was a roller coaster to get here. But apply. I will say, it's not that I don't think you have to work hard. Let me be very clear. I think that you do, but I think you need to work smart. And I think that the hard work you put in needs to be in something that you enjoy, that you see a future in how this is going to take you. I liked performing arts. My body was not going to be able to do that forever either. Like it just wasn't. And when I got out of that, administration is the easiest thing to get in. It also can be a rabbit hole of the only thing you do. So you got to get out of that quick too. I
Unless you
did
like
it.
it.
Listen, I did administration because of how I think. That led me into finance. I don't like finance. I like money. I don't like finance. I don't like finance and business. That then I wound up somehow in I've always had an interest in being creative, right? Like that's me at my core. And so I taught myself very teach yourself some stuff too. I taught myself various things from Windows Movie Maker back when it was a thing to Wondershare Filmora to all of this stuff, which kind of helped me build a portfolio. Wound up working for a church. That led me into comms. That led me. Then I went and got a certificate in web design development because I was like, why not? I can create websites. I like creating things. That led me to where I am in instructional design. At the end of the day, I like being creative. My thing is, again, which goes to what I said last week, know yourself. Know what motivates you, know the things that you like to do. If you are like, I'm an organized person, listen, that project management, that's administration. If you want to be an executive assistant, there's stuff for you if you
Honestly,
like
that
organize.
was my goal.
Yeah, I remember.
Outside, I'm good. I really wanted to be an administrative assistant, or cause yeah, you want me to file some shit? You want me to bet? Cool.
But there's whole that's called operations. Then do operations. That
That's what
all
I'm
of that.
doing. Look, inadvertently, I'm actually doing it.
That's what operations is. Operations is for the organized.
Yeah,
If you are big on details, finance is great. People will love you. Coding would be great for you if you have the patience to go back and forth and keep redoing stuff. I don't have patience. Coding ain't for me because if something breaks, don't be like, oh, we'll go through these 4,000 lines of code to figure out what broke. I'm not going back.
the fact that people can actually look at the code and see it and go, "Oh, there's the problem," I'd be like,
My mom did that for 20 plus years. She did that. She was like, you just keep running it until it works. It works. It's where you keep cutting out code. I said, I know this because I did that for my certificate program. And that was why I said, oh, I can't do this every day. No, no,
I
no.
I look at our IT guys and be like, "Fix it. Don't. I'm out. Don't. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, it's cold in the background. Yeah, you said the C word. I'm out. I don't. You might as well be speaking Spanglish to me, cause what? Like you might even watch my eyes gloss over. You can be like, I lost you. You did. It's fine. Like what? Uh-uh.
So, what
But
are you looking forward to in 2026? What are you hoping for, looking forward to?
and well, I'm actually looking forward to going to Mexico in December of 2026. Um,
You planning that already?
yes and no.
Oh,
It's the reason behind it. So the husband has said that if I reach my goal weight by my birthday next year, by like this time next year, that he'll pay for the entire trip to Mexico.
oh,
So
nice.
I was like, oh shucks, man, okay. Um, so that's one thing. So that's why I've been looking at stuff. But I also had an idea because there's one resort, the resort we stayed at and when we went to the DR has a sister resort in Mexico. So we want to stay in that. However, I want to try another resort and then end in that resort because I don't want that that line to be the only thing I've experienced out of the country.
Mm,
So
got it.
I'm trying to keep an open mind, but also staying at two different resorts allows me to say, if this is some trash, I'm going to this one and I know the experience to expect.
Right.
So it gives me a buffer
Hmm.
there, and that's what I'm actually like looking forward to, like experiencing two different places in the same place, two different resorts in the same place. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to my son and my oldest daughter turning 21 and becoming like official adults, as well as my niece. Oh God, I can't leave Ziggy out because auntie. Um, I'm looking forward to that. Um, I'm looking forward to my goal being reached of me reaching a senior coordinator either between June of next year or June of the following. So I'm giving my like it's that's that window, but I'm looking forward to like where I'm going to be. At
Mm,
least, how close I'll be come middle of next year. Um I'm looking forward to not having any graduations to go to next year. This will be my first year in a while not having to like pay for a prom, graduation, a ceremony. Oh, saving. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, so it's just little things I think I'm looking forward to. Uh, I'm looking forward to seeing where we are in the progression of our relationship.
mm,
Um, Hopefully it stays on the track that it's on now because we're in a good working space, like a good building space. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what I accomplish, like physically and health wise. Um, because that's a thing. I'm 40. It's a whole thing. Not that I was bad this past physical, well, last year's physical, but to see my improvements, especially with me being more disciplined with the working out and things like that, the stuff, and me finding me again. Um, that's probably the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to, like keeping me as a priority
mm.
of me and not doing it selfishly, but just doing it out of necessity.
Fair.
Yeah, because I can still be giving and not be selfish and still say, no, well, I need this, you know? And that's not selfish. If you see it as selfish, and that's a you thing, that's not a me thing. But yeah, because like I said, I'm 40, and how I take care of myself now will definitely be seen in 10 years.
True.
Definitely be seen in 10 years, you know? Um, so just taking that a bit more seriously. Shit, this time next year, I'll have a junior and a sophomore. So I'm looking forward to them getting the HE double hockey sticks out of my They're close to the graduation. Yay. Um, so looking forward to things like that. My parents will be married for 5 years next year. So that's what I'm like. It's small but good stuff that I'm looking forward to next year. What about you, madame?
2026, I am looking forward to finishing my first year of this master's program with a 4.0. That is my goal for that. I am looking forward to still having this job and this this townhouse. I am looking forward, if all things go well, to still being in this relationship. And spending his birthday with him because it is a milestone birthday for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gonna be 30. So I'm looking forward to the milestone. Um, I think I may be more excited about it than him, but whatever. I am looking forward to try continuing to travel. I'm just looking forward to continuing. I don't really have, I think, anything specific. I'm hopeful that my mother's health maintains because I need that. I'm hopeful that Roman's health maintains. God, because it's expensive when it's not. Uh, I'm hopeful that my car continues to keep running because don't nobody
Look, because Father Jesus, Lord.
don't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing in this transition and laying down the foundations that I believe that I've been doing this year,
Mm-hmm.
um, intentionally and unintentionally, I guess. And I'm hopeful that those will continue to be fruitful. I'm I feel like I'm in transition while I'm in this master's program. Like I just feel like that's how I look at the next year and a half, 2 years is that.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I graduate, we'll see where that is. It's all in the air right now. And I think to the point of what we were talking about earlier, life is life and I'm not in I never really was trying to control it, but I'm definitely not at this point. Like I have my set standards and my set goals and the things that I have plans like, well, I'll be in this place for I'll be in my townhouse for 2 years. I'll be in this program for 2 years. I'm definitely going to finish the master because it's remote. Like there's no excuse. But as far as, for example, this place and this space, if someone were to say to me, come to my country and live out, right? Like that's where I am in my life is like, and this is what goes to what I said earlier. I intentionally chose a master's program that was fully virtual for that reason. Because if I get the chance and opportunity to leave these here United States, I'm gone. So I've put things in place to be flexible,
Mm-hmm.
but to still be beneficial to what I need ultimately. So I am looking forward to continuing on the path that I've started and to hopefully to still be in the favor of the Lord because that's all that's happened this year because it's been a mess.
Look, and I'm be honest, sometimes that look, God, just help me to stay in alignment with what you have intended for me. Um, yeah, and yeah, yeah, and yeah. If there's something that I am missing, please show me, guide me, tell me, like, and tell me and make it plain.
Listen,
Don't leave no questions to be wondered. Hello, Father. What's up? Oh, that's it. Gotcha. Uh, uh, yeah, definitely. I think at this point, if I dare to say it, my last thing would be 2025 is giving us a ride. Come on, 2026.
yeah, man, yeah, it's been a lesson of faith for me this whole year. This whole year has been a lesson in faith.
It's giving us a ride, and that's personally like day to day and outwardly worldwide. It's 2025 is definitely giving us a ride. So, okay, God, show up and show out. At this point, that's what I got to say. Okay, God, 2026, God, show up and show out. That's it. That's what I got. What you got for 2026, sis?
Um, I don't know.
The
I don't
question,
got nothing deep. Like I wish I could be deep, y'all. I can't be deep right now. I don't.
and that's fine. It's sometimes look, y'all know us. Sometimes it be like, look, this right here. That's what I got. That's all I got to give you.
Listen, I'm just trying to get through the rest of this year, and that's it. That's it.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, oh shit,
That's
that's
terrible.
Oh, hell.
That's not good either.
yeah. Cheers to that.
Here's to that. Jesus, what?
Because what I don't know what that was.
Clanking the ceramics. Okay.
Say think like it has some depth to it. It was no.
So this high red blend by High Table out of Côte d'Ivoire, France. It says this charming red blend delivers elegant aromas of blackberries and black currants. The layers are slowly revealed on the palate with well-defined flavors of red cherry, bramble, and lavish tones of plum. A wine not to be missed any time of the year. It is 14.5 ABV. Um,
Smashing
I,
and pass.
I would pass. And it's not like a hard. Let me be clear. It's not a hard pass. It's not like a throw you out the car complete pass, right? Like we not slowing down, get out, throwing you out the car pass. It's not that kind of pass. It's like
You at least
you
pull over
got
to the
in,
side.
huh?
You at least pull over to the side of the road and let them out pass.
It's one of these. It's one of the. I'm gonna pull over. It's one of those. We sat in the car. We didn't go like in a restaurant. We sat, we talked, and it was like, this ain't it. Nah,
Oh,
this ain't it. All
okay.
right, and you go, right? Like it's just we sat at the table, we sat at the high table, we chatted, and it was like, this isn't it. No hard feelings. It was okay. The conversation, we don't need to get deeper.
We just don't. Yeah, we
We
just don't.
just don't gel. So I'm a go. I'm a go. Not with an attitude. I'm not gonna blast you on the internet.
It's
I'm not
mutual.
gonna do all that. Yeah, yeah, it's just not for me.
It's wonderful to meet you.
It's a very formal night. It was nice to meet you. Like we don't need to do this again.
Okay.
It was nice to meet you.
Okay. 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 So she said she gonna Jeepers Creepers you, be eating you. So that's what
I'm
she.
not about to. No, I hate that movie. Mm-mm. That's
Oh
not.
goodness. I
That's
had to make it crazy. Okay, well I am interested to see what all of these wonderful red wines for the month of November that we have. I'm interested in trying them all. And we shall see, and so will you at the Wine Out or on right here on YouTube, because that's the way to say that. Um, the last Saturday of the month at 3 p.m., 2 p.m.
it's not the
1,
last. Not this time. It's the
okay,
22nd.
the second to last Saturday of the month at
Cause
2.
y'all gonna be with y'all family Thanksgiving. We gonna be with our family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all not watching us. Well, I mean, you might turn it on and watch it with your family and laugh at us two crazy girls. You know, that's the thing, I guess. Uh, make that a new tradition for Thanksgiving. It's watch a YouTube podcast.
Oh my god.
Um, but anyway, just because we don't know, what we need you to do is like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that when it does go up, you are alerted.
True.
There we go. Okay. I am one of your hostesses, Ty Michelle.
I am Siobhan Camille.
Um, be sure to follow us on Instagram because that is the only other social media platform we have at ALS, the number two, WA. Share with us some of your 2025 faux pas. Let us know what you didn't like, what you did like, what you look forward to. Do you still look forward to anything? Let us know that in the comment section below. Hey, who knows? We'll read, we'll talk, we'll chat. And that is all I got. So remember, as always,
There's nothing wrong with a little wine. Or
or a lot, especially if it's 14.1 ABV. Get it for Thanksgiving. I can't tell you what it tastes like. Pour it on the turkey.